We're back. Welcome everybody to the pit. It's Josh the Mosh. Felt like we were gone forever, but it was just a week. A lot has happened since then, so let's just get it going. As we do. Numero dos in the house. What's happening, man? How was your week off from the pit?
Man, the week off was crazy. I thought it was going to be vacation. It was absolute madness.
Well, that's a good thing. Well, we're going to get to that. But first, you know how we always started off, so let's just get it rolling. Because we're going to just bring in from the shadows Mr. B Ninja himself.
What's up, Brandon?
With the Sakasaki on my side, because I want to shout out SNK for the rollback beta King of Fighters 2002 Unlimited Match on Steam as it just ended today. So shout out to you, SNK. But how you guys doing?
Doing all right, man.
All
I'm
right.
interested. Are we getting a double woman of the week this week, or just?
I was thinking about a double, but I'm gonna stick to my weekly pick in regards of my woman of the week, and for B Ninja's woman of the week for October 15th, we'll go to a woman that's been, as we all know, been making a splash on the independent scene, but as of lately, because of her performance out the collective for Shimmer 118. She definitely indeed made a splash, and I'm talking about the one and only, the unstoppable Miss Lacey Bryan right here. So, for those that don't know Lacey Bryan, she is, I would like to consider one of the Sleeping Dragons. By the way, I'm trying something new, so bear with me. She's been one of the Sleeping Dragons in the independent scene. Originally from the Dallas area, believe it or not, so shout out to all the Texas folk right here. But started in Salt Lake City, Utah for the Ultra Championship Wrestling promotion. And after a while, she decided to pack her bags and just travel all over the world. She briefly came to Texas for Brandon Outlaw Wrestling, where she was part of the Shenanigans show, where she had that impressive match with our own Queen of House Rose, Rachel Rose. And then after that, she packed her bags and head over to Vegas, where she currently competes for Future Stars of Wrestling, where she's the current FSW Women's Champion, as you see in the pics right here. And she's been feuding with a lot of people in that promotion, such as like some Maserati and Taya Valkyrie, the longest reigning Impact Knockouts champion there is, and also competed through Championship Wrestling from Hollywood in regards of wrestling promotions from there, as far as Heather Monroe and some others that we are well known. But let's just be real. We've been aware of this Sleeping Dragon for the longest, especially when she came down to Texas, and we cannot wait to see her more in regards to that. As a matter of fact, she will be returning to Texas on November 6th. Am I correct? For Mission Pro's Tournament of Hell, where she'll be competing in the tournament right here. So Texas is going to welcome her back for sure. But the reason I picked her for the Women of the Week is because of the impact that she just made in Shimmer 118 at the collective, where she had one of the most impressive showings of the night against Davian, and that right there got Lacey Bryan talking, because just like with some of my favorites like Ember Moon and some others, anybody that makes a splash at Shimmer and gets the world talking about you, you're going to be a bona fide star. And I also forgot to mention she had some matches in Impact when Impact was in the Vegas area, wrestling the likes of Kiera Hogan, as you saw in the pics, Jordan Gray. So, yeah, Lacey Bryan is finally getting her unstoppable name recognized after almost 8 to 9 years in the business, and finally it's blossoming to how unstoppable she is that we all know, and now the whole world gets to see, as they saw at the collective. So because of that, that's why I picked her as my woman of the week this week.
Well, that's awesome, man. Like, I was going, I kind of always try to guess who your woman of the week's going to be. Sometimes it's easier than others. And sometimes I just hope with that, because we don't ever talk about it. It's just solely your thing, And,
oh, yeah.
I nailed it this week because I was hoping. I was like, man, Lacey Ryan. Because I remember that BOW show against Rachel Rose, and who I was there with watching the show with. We immediately looked at each other and we're just like, yeah,
it's like, can we have her more to Texas, please? Yes, exactly. I'm just like, see what happens when you discover talent that people be sleeping on, and when they finally get to a much bigger platform, you already know.
Yeah, when Mission Pro announced he was going to be part of it, I was, definitely a mark out moment. I'm super stoked. Hope I can make it to the show.
If not, you can also catch it on Title Match Network, where they'll air the show in its full entirety. So,
what he said. That's for sure, man. Well, awesome. Appreciate it. I'm glad, like I said, Lacey Ryan. If y'all don't know who she is, look it up. If y'all see her anywhere near you performing, go to that show and you won't regret it.
And plus, her matches are can't miss. And that finisher that she be doing, it's like a pump handle alley up into like a go to sleep variation. I'm just like, you want to talk about innovation at its finest? There's your girl right there.
Yep, she's legit. Very cool, man. Well, we will let you disappear back into the shadows. Appreciate you as always.
Mm-hmm.
We're repping shirt. We're repping my new shirt too. What's up? Simply Spectacular.
Well, I had the shirt for months, but I love Simply Spectacular. Shout out to the Brazier. So
I just got it.
To see y'all again.
I got some more, but yeah, I've been waiting for that one from Pro Wrestling Tees. Go to their store, Simply Spectacular.
It would be more spectacular if their delay times wasn't so long. Hashtag 1 to 2 months.
Yep.
Fucking COVID.
Cool, man. Appreciate you.
Night.
All right.
Lacey Ryan. Lacey Ryan.
So it is just me. Let me get my charger set up. Juanito's not going to make it, it looks like. So, boy,
You were saying?
Man, I was panicking deep down inside. I was like, oh, shit, now I got to go all that time by myself. Okay. Well, let me go ahead and real quick share the chat points with you. So Juan and I are back from the collective, and I know that that's a hot topic today, and I understand that, and we're here to discuss it and talk about that and answer any questions you may have for me or Juan or anyone else. I'm currently stalling for about 2 seconds while I send Juanito the breakdown of what we're discussing, and there he has it. So let's just jump right into it. The collective was this last weekend. It was Friday to Sunday. GCW ran it, partnered with multiple other different promotions, and there were a lot of different shows going on. We arrived Thursday. We went to the pre-party at the GCW that night. If anybody was in that town and you didn't go to that party, you missed out, because if there was ever a time where a fan could have been acceptably within range of other people, wrestlers, even just with masks on and everything, that was a really cool setup. There was about 20 people. There was about 20 people that, yes, I went and got mine today. I'm waiting on my results. But there's about 20 people that showed up to this bar. It's one of those things where only the big fans knew about it, like that were in town. So we all kind of went drunk, hang out. It was pretty low key. So the next thing that we did, first day, Friday morning, was Jimmy Lloyd's D-Generation F at GCW. The big shout out on that one is the Atticus Kogar versus Colby Carino death match. I know that I thought that was the match of Friday for everyone. That was a big match. They had been really trash talking each other big time going into that. We were really, really tired. Everybody was exhausted from that first show just because everybody that was there was either flown in early or stayed up late drinking. That match really kicked everything into high gear. What?
I wonder who
Huh?
Everyone was like, yep. Sorry.
Yeah, it was a fun show all around, but my highlight for Friday, honestly, was we traveled 70 miles east to Connorsville, Indiana, to IWA's 24th anniversary show, where we specifically wanted to see Matt Tremont's last match at IWA. Matt Tremont is on a retirement run, and that night he was doing a match with John Wayne Murdoch out of IWA. That show to me was the funnest thing that we did the entire weekend. There was about 25, 30 other people in the room, nothing crazy. Everybody was really well spread out. The matches were great. Couple of call outs. Orem Vite unfortunately couldn't make it to that show, so Dale Patrick stepped in to face Eric Ryan. Real big call out to Eric Ryan, who came out in new 44.0 gear that was actually breast cancer awareness gear. Really cool stuff. I shared it to my Facebook page if you guys want to check it out. But Dale Patrick stepped up and they delivered a banger. It was a no rope, barbed wire ropes, and light tubes match. And Dale Patrick's got suplexed through the barbed wire, run through a table outside. Juanito, that was one of the more fun matches of the entire weekend, wouldn't you say?
It was that one for me. Well, for that show, it had to be that match and Dewey Wellington. Dewey
Wellington versus Kid Osborne.
That everybody's gonna know, even we didn't know him. That show needs to be on people's radar. That guy is great. He can work regular matches as well as death matches. This is his second death match, but by the flow of the match, you couldn't even tell that was his second death match. He was just that good.
Wow, that says a lot.
And the kid is only 17.
He is fresh. Wow. Fresh out of straight out of high school. Straight out of high school. Yeah. It was a great show, honestly. A lot of the talent that show really worked hard. I got to give a shout out to IWA. Everybody takes a shit on IWA. And I know that we're down here and they're up there, but in all honesty, they were really nice. They were very hospitable to us. We reached out to them to make sure that we would be able to reserve seats together and not have to sit with strangers. And they actually put us front row and center when they found out we had left the collective. They were super nice to us when we showed up. Like everybody in that atmosphere was great, man. Like I had a lot of fun at IWA Mid-South. It was a great experience. But I do want to call out the end of the night was John Wayne Murdoch. John Wayne Murdoch was able to come out on top of Matt Tremont. And honest to God, Matt Tremont fought 2 death matches this weekend, 2 death match guys that are just fucking huge. And John Wayne Murdoch was absolutely the more punishing of the two. That match was insane. There was gusset plates. There was a firecracker bat. That was absolutely a firecracker bat. Yeah, that was the shit. But honestly, the crazy thing that I want to point out with the story is, a lot of fans talk about wrestling and there's a lack of story. And this death match this weekend, this whole Separate Ways tour that Matt Tremont has been doing, his farewell tour, there was so much emotion in this match that at one point, Murdoch's just got tube after tube, and he's smashing him over Tremont's head, and Tremont's just screaming at him. He's like, "Send me home. I want to go home. I don't want to do this anymore." Like, it was such an emotional story, and it drug everybody in. The end of the match, actually, they called for fans to start throwing their chairs into the ring. So, I threw like 20 of my chairs. Shout out to Liz, too. Liz gave me 2 chairs to throw in. So thanks to Liz, I got to throw 2 extra chairs that I would not have gotten to throw. But honestly, that show was great. Shout out to John Wayne Murdoch, who absolutely took it to Tremont. That was absolutely that was a warrior's death if there ever was one. So shout out to those guys for putting it on the line. Shout out to Dewey Wellington and Kit Osborne for an amazing match. It was a good show. The good card all around.
So, of course, just like in every major show, the best have to show up, and that was the case at IWA. Of course, 440 had to show their presence and let people know who runs this shit in the deathmatch world. So there we go. Ricky Shane Page came and almost knocked down Bradley because he was on the way.
No, okay. We've dissected this video multiple times. And if this video ever gets to Ricky Shane Page, or you tell me, I know I was in the way, but that's not what happened. That spot went the way that it was supposed to. But it was a wild moment because I thought it was over. Like, we all thought that Eric Ryan had come out. We thought we had been swerved by ICW, who had that day been trying to pump the news that maybe it was going to be Eddie Only taking on Matt Tremont. Maybe we were getting swerved. So I kind of stepped up to get a better angle, and goddamn Ricky Shane Page almost knocked my fucking head off. So, yeah, but, you know, he was too pussy. He went around me. But don't tell him I said that. I'm just kidding. I love Ricky Page.
Really?
Anyway, 44 actually put a huge promo. Ricky Shane Page actually laid on top of Matt Tremont, and they filmed Ricky Shane Page talking shit right then and there in the ring. It was great. Anyway, moving on. We're taking a ton of time. Shout out to IWA. Appreciate the love so much. We'll come back to that topic here in a bit. We raced back to GCW. We made it to see the end of For the Culture. Two big shout outs I want to give here is Calvin Tankman and O'Shea Edwards. Fucking banger. If O'Shea Edwards is not on your radar, and I'm talking to every Texas booker and any booker that comes across this video, if O'Shea Edwards is not on your radar, he needs to be. And if there's a match, O'Shea Edwards versus Moonshine Mantell will murder a ring. I'm talking Big Show Brock Lesnar style, big guys. But Calvin Tankman, O'Shea Edwards went to battle. Tankman came on top, but it was a good war. And AR Fox versus Too Cold Scorpio was also
that match was crazy. I went into that show. I knew that was the main event. I wasn't expecting much of it because people age and they don't move as they used to. Too Cold Scorpio shut me the fuck up. He was doing flips that I could dream of ever doing. Like, he was doing flippy shit that I don't know how he is, but it's not normal for someone his age to be doing flips like that.
It was amazing. He was doing a backflip leg drop. And I mean, you would be terrified to do something like this at a prime age. And he did like 4 of them. It was insane. The energy in that room in that moment was nuts, considering it was 2:30 in the morning. So moving on real quick, because I know we got to have time at the end to talk about some stuff. We're going to kind of shoot through Saturday. So the big topic of Saturday was Effie's Big Gay Brunch. And in the words of the IT crowd, I'm questioning every sexual thing I've ever learned, and I'm loving it because Effie's Big Gay Brunch was one big gay-ass wrestling show, and it was absolutely one of the funnest things I've ever been to. It was wild. It was crazy. There was a lot of respect and love for the LGBTQT community. It was great. And I just wanted to shout out the fact that the fans were at place there. Like, I have never seen a group of fans, and there were people at that show that don't like wrestling. They just wanted to be there with other people that were like them, they're gay, lesbian, whatever it be. And their energy, like, wrestling fans don't know fuck shit about energy because that show had energy. They were going to tear the roof off that show if it had been an hour longer. So shout out to Effie, who, and I know that he pulled out the heavy metal card, and I know that the topic, and we'll definitely get on to that, but shout out for the show that he put together because it really was paying a good bit of tribute to that community. And our favorite part, I'll let Juan tell you about it. Our favorite part of the show was
Cassandra versus Sonny Kiss.
The main event.
That man. At first, when it was supposed to happen in Tampa, I was excited because it was supposed to be Cassandra versus Ricky Starks. And then as they announced the collective again, I tweeted Effie and asked if Cassandra was still booked because, I've been following Cassandra for years, but I never actually had the chance to meet him. And on that tweet, Effie replied with like, And to my surprise, later on that night, they dropped the graphic where they said that Cassandra was coming to the Big Gay Brunch. Man, I'm telling you, I got excited, and that match didn't disappoint. It was
a good one.
So good.
I mean, it was pretty top talent.
Yeah.
So moving on to spring break, real quick. Spring break was a lot of fun. That was absolutely the most packed it was. We were very fortunate still. We were up in the bleachers. We were very social distance. That's one thing I will add, and I know that we're going to get to that topic in a bit. But we at all times were completely social distance from other people, which was really good for me, in my opinion. But it was definitely possible if you were trying to do it. But for a couple shout outs from that card. Team Pazuzu was great. Proud and Powerful were there. Chris Dickinson. They had a great match. Tony Deppen versus Alex Shelley was an absolute banger. The big story of the night was the clusterfuck went to a whole hour and 15 minutes. Some of us began to rename it the longest fuck, but it went the distance and it was killing. But we made it. After that match was Matt Tremont versus Alex Colon, and this should have been an absolute fucking banger. It really was. It was a great match. They did everything. There was light tube. There was 2 light tube fans, which I'm a huge light tube fan. But there was 2 of them. They told a beautiful story in the ring, and there was a lot of that emotion that was back because these are 2 guys that were really close to Danny Havoc, and they told a lot of that story. Alex at one point was begging Tremont to stay down, and Tremont was just like, "Well, put me down, man." Like, he's really going on this one. Like, you're gonna fucking kill me, or I'm gonna come back. And it was a good match. At the end of it, unfortunately, and I know people were tired, and everybody has their opinion, but I'm gonna say this: people walked out of that show while that guy laid in the ring. Like, it wasn't over. The moment wasn't over. We've all been that it was there, and we can talk about it in a second. But if you walked out in that moment, then it's bullshit. And I don't care what the car was waiting for. I don't care what was going on outside. I don't care how long anything was. Like, that's a retirement match. And I've had a lot of time to think about it. And people have said shit to me. And this is my response, hands down. That's a human being moment. You know, I don't have to like my boss to respect the fact that he's put X amount of time into his career and now it's ending on a good note. I can take a moment to clap for them or do whatever. And it's just, that's really where it should have been. And fans should have done better. People say that they were rushing them out. That was not the case. I didn't hear anybody on the mic. I won't say that didn't happen, but I didn't hear it. But they were absolutely not rushing people out. And you could really see the despair in Alex Colon's face as it took place. It was pretty awful. But real quick, moving on to the next day, Black Label Pro was an absolute disaster. They did the best they could with what they could, but half their card pulled out. The other half of their card was injured. You had to feel bad for them. I mean, it even got to the point where they were coming out and they're like, all right, well, y'all don't know about this match either, blah, blah, blah. But shout out to Black Label Pro for being able to put together what they could, being in the predicaments that they were in. Bloodsport was that night. Lindsay Snow, who was on the show with us a few weeks ago, won the women's tournament, which was a great tournament. Lawler versus Homicide ended incorrectly when Filthy Tom Lawler somehow got over Homicide. So we'll look to run that back at some point and correct that because there's no way that Homicide wouldn't have killed him. I just don't like that booking. I think Homicide should have gone over on that one. But Moxley versus Dickinson. Moxley goes over Dickinson. But I'm going to shout out the AEW universe because y'all didn't even know who the fuck that was. Because the non-AEW music played and people didn't know what the fuck that was. They could have swerved everybody and let that song play for 10 minutes and watch all the AEW fans try to figure it out. But that's just my spiel. I'm sticking to it. I know when my guy comes to the curtain, I know what his music sounds like. I'm just saying. But one big last shout out to Paradigm Pro. In all God's honesty, Paradigm Pro put on a banger. Nobody expected them to have that end show, and they called it hashtag Call Off Monday. They said they would produce, and they did. The Rejects took on Earl's Picks. Fucking John Wayne Murdoch pile driver through a Canadian Destroyer through a flaming table. It was great. Paradigm Pro, if you ever watched.
What kind of table?
Huh?
What kind of table?
It was a door. It was a flaming table. It was on fire.
Okay.
Yeah, it was on fire. But all in all, the collective itself, shows-wise, was pretty good. It could have been a lot better. But obviously, a couple quick honorable mentions from me. Top Flight tag team of the tournament. If you don't know who Top Flight is, look them up. Calvin Tankman and O'Shea Edwards put on a banger. And fucking 44 was all over the place.
So that made it worth it for y'all.
Now the hot topic on everybody's plate.
Yeah, let's talk about that real quick.
And COVID. And
bring it on.
I know everybody has their opinions, and this is mine. I went to that show and I kept my mask on the entire time. I washed my hands. When I wanted to be without my mask, I went outside in the open air. It's possible. The problem lies in the gray area. This is my opinion of meet and greets. There were a lot of fans that assumed that because a talent wasn't wearing a mask, that they didn't have to wear one either. Now I understand that. The point of it all to me is you tell the talent to wear a mask, you tell the fans to wear a mask, and it just stays that way. There were some really reckless people at that show, and I think therein lies that problem. So the question is, it's easier to manage when it's less people, but those fans that were there are the same fans that are going to be there at any other show. They're the same fans that are going to take their mask off or run up to a wrestler or run up to a person. And also, people were saying that people were getting sick. I didn't hear shit of that. And also, we were all eating fucking hot dogs all day long. Like, come on. Like, who's not going to get nauseous from that?
Yeah.
That's just my take on the COVID thing. Like, I think everybody has to get tested, or at least self quarantine. I'm not going to, so I went ahead and did mine. But it is one of those things that, you know, if you're not going to self quarantine, you have to take those steps. And I think that there's a way to be responsible, and I think there's a lot more on the fans than people say it is.
Yeah. So someone asked, did both of you got tested? I mean, I would like to answer. I am gonna answer your question, but I would like to know who you are. You know, you're supposed to so we can see who it is. I get tested weekly because of my work field. So yeah, I did get tested.
Yeah, guys, just a reminder, some of the new, we have a lot of new viewers because we're kind of growing. If you don't click the link to allow your name to be shown, we have no idea who's commenting. So a lot of times you won't get it posted on, and we won't really, you know, not that we ignore it, but, you know, we need to hit those links so we can know who you are. And if you don't do that, at least type your name in the question so we know who you are so we can address you. That's the only time I'm ever going to be nice about it. Like next week, if you're still doing that shit, like get the fuck out of here. Okay. Yep. Carry on.
Everything's good. So I feel like, yeah, I gotta agree with Brad. Like it has a lot to do with the people itself, the fans itself, or the wrestlers itself. If they decided not to wear a mask, even after they were told that they had to wear a mask. And you gotta use common sense as well. It's like you're not gonna eat after taking out the trash without washing your hands.
Right.
You're not gonna eat after going to use the toilet without washing your hands. It's common sense. You don't wash your hands, you don't cover your face, you're at higher risk of getting sick.
Any kind of sick. Yeah, any kind of sick.
It's
not just COVID.
No. We did not spoon at the collective. But the Airbnb that we stayed at had a really, really, really tiny room at the front of it, and we did hang out in there a few times. But that's about it. Yes. My thing is like, I understand where everybody's saying, and I get it. I think that the strict regulation has to be on the mask, and I really just think that since America hasn't figured that part of it out, no matter what it is, it could be baseball, it could be. There's people voting right now. That's the reality of it. Like people are voting right now, and someone's not wearing their mask. Someone somewhere is going to take their mask off because it's cool, it's not a big deal. We're outside, we're this, we're that. But like the reality is, it's your responsibility as a fan to take care of yourself. Now, there's the question of should I be running extended events? Like, yes, I get that part of it. Like, it's a huge circle. I wanted to go. I was going to check it out. I knew what I was going to do when I got back. But I'm also work from home. For me to isolate for 2 weeks is nothing. When was the last time some of y'all saw me in public? Long time. Way too long. But that's kind of my point to it. And that's where I wanted to ring in on it. I do think that GCW did well with their map. I think that fans should have been a lot more responsible.
Yeah, I agree with that. And also another thing is people shitting on GCW for running another show literally a week after the collective, which is going to be in Cali. And I don't get why people are shitting on them after. Well, I know it's right now it's like a very controversial topic. But other people are talking shit about GCW because they're going to run in Cali. And after people tested positive and shit. But GCW is requiring, and actually many other promotions, ICW is doing it as well. They're requiring to show the test results before wrestlers show up to their booking. So, I mean, if you're negative, then You're negative.
Not only that, you got to think about it from this perspective. There was a wrestler that did test positive during the situation, and he shows up to the event. He has to present a state or papers that says he doesn't have it. At some point, he gets it, and that wrestler was not really at a ton of meet and greets. So, like, I think it's where did it come from? There's always that argument. We could go on forever, but that's just kind of my 2 cents on it. The other thing I wanted to add before we bring in Nastico was the new controversy surrounding Logan's stunt. It actually was found out that Logan Stunt was desperately attempting to grope multiple times a gear maker that was there, and was extremely inappropriate to the point that companies have already begun to blacklist Logan Stunt. So you guys can expect him to be off the radar for quite some time. I don't know how deep what we go other than that comes from, but that's the allegations were that he was doing this, and he did try to text the individual to try to make it right, so that there's not really much of an argument there. But that's the collective spiel. We made it 18 and a half minutes.
A little bit longer, but it's all good. So we'll just move on. Sounded like there's a lot going on, a lot of the negative, and I can just, I mean, I want to throw a little bit of my opinion. I mean, I wasn't there, obviously, but I mean, I know, I've now ran a show during the COVID pandemic. You can do so much, plan so much, make these rules, take everybody's temperatures, sign all the papers, do all the things. But as soon as that last bell rings and the matches are over, the people you don't disappear. Like, you don't just disappear and they're gone. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, people are going to do what they're going to do, and we're human beings, and there's dumb shits out there that are going to fuck up for the rest of us that aren't. You know what I mean?
Talent has
the
to
world
be
we
able to tell fans to put their mask on. Like, I felt like there was talent at the collective that was afraid to tell people, like, hey, try to get a mask. There were other people, like old Faye Jackson told people, you got to have a mask to get near me, honey. But, some of the talent was like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, step in there. Right.
They're trying to get over, and they don't want heat. Yeah.
You shouldn't put somebody in that place. I met a lot of people that I wanted to meet for a long time, and some that I'll never meet again. You won't find a single picture of me with anybody on my arm next to me or standing next to them when I'm not in my mask. It's about respect for that person. You may have whatever you have. I may have whatever I have. Let's just keep it to ourselves.
Keep it to ourselves. There we go. Cool. All right. Let's roll on. Looks like our guest has been kind of going all over the place because he's setting up a show right now, but we're going to bring him in. Let's bring in our guest. I mean, there's been people in the chat begging for us to bring him in, and now they're in the chat. And
hey, what's up? What's going on? It's your boy Nastico here on In the Pit with Josh Mosh.
What's up, Nastico?
Look, I'm going to show you guys that there's no one around me. But I'm wearing my mask, so I'm gonna take this off just so I can talk better and you guys can hear me. There's no one around me.
That's good.
no one around you. So your entire fan base is right there.
Okay, we'll get to that part of it. We're gonna stay nice for a little bit because we want to get to know.
I'm gonna walk a little away from this music. It's fucking loud over there, but the light's right here, so I'm gonna stay right here. Sorry.
Cool. No, you're good, man.
So what's up, Nastico? Where are you at right now?
Exactly. Where are you at?
Let me show you. I'm in Fort Worth, Texas, at a restaurant called Arriba Los Rudos. It's a tortilleria here in Fort Worth. We got a wrestling ring right here at the parking lot. It's a drive-in. We're gonna sell the border of it. But let me show you the inside real quick. Put my mask back on. Oh, what's up, little kid?
You got the music rocking?
I hear it.
Yep.
It's a little shop, little taco shop. Those are the best kind. You know what I mean?
Heck yeah.
I'm not gonna go in. They're busy, but the cars are starting to pile in now. So slowly but surely, we're gonna fill up. What's up with you guys?
Not much, man. We're just a week later, but we got you in the pit finally. So we kind of want to
man, I've been waiting, and like in that week, I've done more things. So now I got more to talk about. So we good.
Cool. Well, we're going to start off, though, like we do with most of our guests, because, like, say, one of us might know about you, the other one might know about you, some of the fans might know about you, but not everybody does. So let's just get to know Nastico for a little bit, the real You know, the men under the mask. You don't need to take your mask off or anything though. But we're not going to go that wild. But you know, like how long have you been in the business? What got you in the business?
All right.
You know,
So it all started. I was flipping the channels, right? I was a kid, and then I was told, man, you can't watch that. Or I think my grandma, like, cambiazo, like, to fucking change that. And so I was like, when she looked away, I went back, and then it was Kane, freaking big red machine, Kane, you know, with the one arm showing, you know, the old school gear, you know,
Yeah.
the leather, you
Yep.
know what I mean? And I was like, oh man, that dude's freaky, and I thought about him. Ever since that day, I like thought about him at school. I started like writing his name out, so I just kept sneaking and watching wrestling. And then ever since then, man, it was just like an obsession because I couldn't do it, but then I did it all the time. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And now it's
And
my life.
Is that so? Was, you know, being drawn in by someone that wears a mask? Is that what led you to wear a mask, or was there a lucha?
Part of the reason. There's some other legal reasons. I'm just kidding, but yes, it was a big reason. I love lucha libre, and there's a, you know, I just wanted to be different, and I don't think besides, I guess, the people that are doing it now, I didn't see any other managers that wore masks and like a suit, so I was trying to be that guy, and now you see a couple of them. I'm not trying to say it was because of me, but who knows, right? Maybe they got the little nasty rub, and they're like, I want some of that too. So I don't know.
That nasty rub. We've been talking about that nasty rub.
I need to make a sauce like JR.
There you go. There you go. So Nastico, where does that, like, is that like a childhood nickname, or like were you nasty something, or like how did you get that? That's always been the question, and that'll be probably my last one for a little while.
All right, this is exclusive info. I'm only gonna share it because you guys are my friends. Hey, like literally,
we're in the pit.
Don't talk about this much. Okay. Well, okay. I used to be called something else. It's called blank. I'm not gonna say the first name or the first nickname because it's pretty famous. It's blank nasty, something nasty, right? And that was since I was a kid. It was blank.
But
nasty.
what is it? Is it shag nasty? Is it fuck nasty? You can cuss in the pit.
I know.
Yeah.
I already cussed on accident twice, and I felt really bad. Oh, he's about to turn.
It's not in the pit. We don't give a fuck.
1 second. Yeah. Okay. He was about to turn up the music on me. I had to tell him to stop. Anyways. Yeah. So it's blank nasty, and then my whole life it's been that, like, at school you could on the Letterman jackets I put nasty on there. So for my whole life it's been just nasty or something nasty. And so one day I was playing Xbox, and then on Xbox Live, if you're like a gold member, I think there's like dollar indie games. So there was like this indie $1.99 freaking cheap ass Lucha Libre game. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but it was on the download. So, and I was bored scrolling, and I found it. And you had to pick a name, so I put nasty, and they're like, "No, you can't pick that or something." And then I did the stereotypical like thing and added like eco or something really like sound Hispanic sounding, so it's Nastico. That's just literally how it came out. And then Nastico came up, like Nasty Company, you know, that was like soon right after that. So Nasty Company couldn't be a name. Nastico looked weird, so I just changed the Y to an I, and then there it is, Nastico.
Dig it. Exclusive information in the pit.
I've never really said that out loud before.
Beautiful. That's what we love. That's what we do.
So
what
when
is, can someone tell me what puñetas mean? Hey, what does puñetas mean? Hey, what is puñetas? What's that? Like on what? Oh, I can't say that on the air. Okay, never mind.
What did he say it meant?
Huh?
What did he say it meant?
He said that I mean, it's not a bad thing, you know, it's 2020. He just said that I liked guys. Which, I mean, if I did, who cares, you know what I mean? It's 2020. I got to everybody.
Yeah, that's a loose translation, but let's roll.
So what's your favorite style of wrestling then? When you discovered wrestling, when you start checking everything out, what do you decide your favorite style of wrestling was?
I was a young teenage boy, so like, I mean, man, that's a loud ass truck. But I like, you know, the women's matches. You know what I mean? Like, that stuff was risque. It was like, oh my God, look at those ladies. But that's kind of bad. But then when I started getting serious about it, you know, the technical smaller guys going really fast, really fast, really fast, you know, not breathing at all. The cardio, the fast pace, the Eddie Guerrero, Demon Linko, you know, Jamie Noble was one of my favorites. Crash Holly, the early 90s, the 1990s Attitude Era, like smaller guys, so good.
Mm-hmm. You don't hear Jamie Noble's name thrown around. People forget how good of a wrestler Jamie Noble really is.
He's an agent for WWE for a reason. Like
Right.
he's not.
J&J Security, that was one of my favorite things.
Oh yeah, so good.
I was a huge fan.
So
I got a flashlight on me now. Oh.
Who's your favorite wrestler you ever met as a kid?
That I what?
Who was your favorite talent you ever met as a child when you finally started going to shows?
Well, I didn't start going to shows until I was an adult, dude. It was like a fantasy, right? Like watching it on TV. I never actually thought I could go to a show. It was just, that's just WWE, man. I grew up really poor, whatever. And, man, I didn't start going to shows, like big shows, until I started working in the business. That's how I started going to the shows. So, I've met so many people, but, like, you don't want to, like, mark out. You don't want to show them that you're really excited, because at the end of the day, you're trying to be peers with these guys. You're trying to be workmates. You're trying to be on the same level one day, so you can't like freak out, you know. So like I've met a lot of people, shake their hands, fist bumped, and that was it. And maybe later in the hotel, I freak out a little bit. But like, I met Ric Flair one time. I met Mick Foley one time. Tanahashi. Just all my WrestleMania week trips. I meet so many people. I've done 2 WrestleMania weeks. I was gonna do the third one. We all know the COVID thing messed that up. That was gonna be my third one, and I was booked for that Texas Forever, so Nastico was gonna be there. And WrestleCon is really awesome. WrestleCon, the collective, everything was gonna be good, but COVID kind of momentum halter.
So who would you say that you ever worked with or trained with in the ring that you had to really fight back your mark? Like you had to really be like, all right, play it cool, play it cool.
Like, one more time. Sorry, buddy.
Who have you ever worked with that you had to really work hard to play it cool? Like who did you have to really?
Like,
who?
It's Rhino. The day that Rhino came in, you know, like I didn't know what the deal was, and then the stuff happened, and boom, and like that was like a dream come true kind of thing, because you know you grow up seeing Rhino, you see Rhino, gore, like gore. Everybody going nuts for that, him squatting, that's iconic, and then he's across the ring, you accidentally turn around and he's doing that shit, you're like, oh my god, I'm about to die, and then you wake up the next day, ribs broken, but that was the days of my life. But here recently, I've gotten my networking game has been like off the charts. I've been networking like crazy. I've been getting a lot of good contacts, been doing a lot of good things. And my man Teddy Long, man, he's been a mentor of mine. The Hall of Famer Teddy Long, man. We talk all the time, and I shadowed him yesterday. He's the commissioner at SWE Fury. I shadowed him all the runnings of the show. There was 4 shows. I shadowed him. Like I watched him run the show. You know what I mean? I learned so much, and then like just the wrestlers coming back in Gorilla, getting their critiques from him, James Beard, just all like the legends that are there in the house, just critiquing those guys. I overheard all that stuff, and I like just take I'm like a sponge, dude. Like if you teach me something like one time, I'm gonna like know how to do that. You know what I mean?
Nice.
So to answer your question, Rhino and then Teddy Long.
That's awesome. That's like Hall of Fame and future Hall of Fame level talent right there. That's
gotta be future Hall of Fame, right?
Rhino, yeah. Hell yeah.
Gotta be like a first ballot.
Hell yeah.
I don't know what that means, but first ballot.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, wrestling doesn't really do that, but yeah, like that should be zero doubt.
So switching it up a little bit, I want to shift gears. Just one second. Where does the number one manager gimmick come from? Like I understand, like I know you are real proud of your manager abilities. Where did that come from? Why do you believe that you are the number one?
Believe? It's not that I believe, man. Listen, you want me to be like, I am an okay manager. I'm all right as a manager. No, I'm not gonna say that. You know what I'm saying?
Number one?
Huh?
But number one?
Number one.
No, I don't. I say number one sometimes. The thing is, my name is Nastico. I'm the best manager in wrestling, and now I'm the best manager that's ever done in the pit. So, Mr. Numer Dose, you can suck on my dose. If I know what you're trying. You're trying to bait me. You're trying to bait me. I don't know what you're doing, bro.
No, I don't. I don't want to fight with you, Nastico. I don't want to fight with you. But I know somebody who does.
Josh,
I know somebody
you
who
said
does.
you wouldn't do that, Josh. You said he wouldn't do that.
Hello, Nastico. Are you out in a parking lot again telling everyone about how you're the best?
Look at this fool. He's in his bathroom right now. Turn on the light. Put on his bathrobe. He's probably still taking a shit. Look at him. He's got those stanky ass glasses because his face. Come on, bro. Greenback, what are you doing?
Does this look like a bathroom?
Straight up and down like a rookie would. Look, this is you. Hold on. Look, I'm you. This
Oh, okay, okay. How about now? How about now, huh?
No, it looks like even more.
Hold on. Is this good? Is this good?
I'm sorry, Josh. I didn't mean to go off.
No, you were good to start with, man. So, I mean, we're talking about best manager. What do you think about that, Greenback?
Yeah, Greenback. Green sack.
I don't know. I only hear one person saying that Nastico is the best, and that's just Nastico.
Actually, your mother, your sister, and your main lady all said that I'm the best. So.
Real mature, real mature.
Greenback, why would you be a better manager than Nastico?
See, the thing is, I don't have to tell you why I'm better because other people say it for me.
Who?
I don't know, El Rayo? I think he started this whole thing. Remember that?
And he's watching the show too.
Listen, buddy, listen. You stay
Friend
at
of the
your
show.
one place. You stay at your one show, and you can be the biggest guy in that smallest little pond, while I'm in the ocean, baby, and I'm one of the biggest sharks in the ocean. And Greenback, I'm gonna eat you. When you fuck with me, it's over for you, Greenback. I'm Nastico, the best manager. Okay, my guy. You can.
So you keep saying that, but you're not doing anything to back it up.
I see the fear in those glasses, sucker. You need to shave up that beard. I see the neck shit. You need to clean that shit up. Eyebrows looking whack. Ugly ass robe. Dude, I'm done. I'm
Sorry,
done.
my eyebrows.
That guy's fucking done too. He's done. You're fucked up, Greenback.
I don't know. I like my eyebrows.
I don't know. I like Greenback's look.
Let me see a full body. Let's do a full body test right now. What you looking like?
What is that even? Here. Okay.
What you
Are we
looking for?
we having a dance off? What's going on?
Did you go bowling today? What is that shirt?
What's wrong with this shirt?
You got pants on?
No, I don't. I'm at home. I didn't feel the need.
I don't have pants on either, Nastico. That's not fair.
Well, you're a dirty bastard, but this guy.
Well,
see, the difference is I'm not homeless out in like a parking lot right now. I'm in a house because I own property.
My God, they pay big money. They pay big money to have Nastico come out here and run this show, baby.
I don't see.
I'm doing the show today.
I don't see anybody out there.
I'm doing the show Sunday. You know, all those days I'm doing those shows, you're gonna be right there in your fucking house doing nothing, talking shit. You're gonna be doing nothing. Am I right, Numero Dos? Tell him I got his ass right there.
No, I think Greenback's holding his own on this one. I gotta give it, and I don't even like Greenback. I think he sucks.
In his bathroom. He's been in this bathroom all week.
I'm not in a bathroom. This is a hallway.
It's a hallway.
I showed up to AAPW training center trying to, get some beef.
When I wasn't there.
That's
when
true.
I wasn't there.
Nobody was there.
I came at a prime time when everybody was training and you were the only one gone.
In the middle of the day?
Prime time.
When no one's there?
Prime time. You were gone. Oh shit.
Prime time, 2 in the afternoon. Y'all right? Y'all right there?
Yeah, I got, this phone's falling because you're an idiot.
Oh, okay.
All right. Greenback, wait, Nastico.
Hold on. Pause. Greenback, I'm going to tell you one last thing, dude. You did this to yourself, man. Like, I was going to just brush it off. I got another fool saying Nastico's not the best. That happens all the time. But Greenback.
Oh, that's a new one.
You're fucked up, Greenback, and I'm coming for your ass. And who knows? You better watch your back. I'm right outside your house right now. Like you said, I live in the streets, and that's right. I was born in the streets, and that's what I'm going to put you under the street because I'm going to kill you.
Oh, under the.
Greenback, do you have any parting words for Nastico?
Whenever, man.
Hello,
Whenever.
Oscar Martinez, best lucha libre promoter ever.
Okay.
Yeah, Green Sack, you know anybody cool? Doubt it. Your
Me?
right hand, what's your right hand's name? Pamela Henderson. That's the only person you know.
That's your left hand.
Oh, that's true.
Greenback,
Nastico.
do you have an athletic bone in
Any
your
closing
body?
words, Greenback?
Oh, do I have an athletic bone in my body? See, unlike you, I'm not out here bragging about training once, okay? I'm out here training 4 nights a
I'll
week.
get in that ring right now and do something you can't do, motherfreaker.
Oh, like what? Like what?
Well, there's kids around me
Sure.
now, so I can't cuss.
Show me. Show me. Hop in. Hop in.
What can you do? Here, I'll show you real quick. All right, let me show you real quick, all right?
All right.
Okay.
Y'all can watch this. It's going to be kind of far away. Let me see if I can find somebody to film this. All right, I'm going to ask this guy to film. 1 second.
All right, I'm intrigued. Let's see what you got.
Green Sack, you're in your fucking bathroom. Shut your ass up. Watch this.
I'm not in a bathroom.
All right, what's up, my guy? Can you hold this? Like, just like that. Okay?
Okay, here we go.
All right. Don't move. Don't move. Okay.
All right, I'm right here.
Take the comment down.
Yeah, get this comment off. I can't see. Okay. Wow, you jumped over the rope. You used the turnbuckle. Amazing.
You doing that? Send me a video.
Okay, I won't even use the turnbuckle. I won't even use the turnbuckle.
Let's see. Do it in a suit. Do it in some very expensive clothes.
That's true.
Do I
That's
have to?
true. Put that one up there. Nastico, you need to calm down.
I don't want to do dry cleaning just for that.
Okay, anyway, sorry. I don't want to derail this thing, but you guys got me fucking hot.
I mean, I can assume why you'd be hot always wearing that stupid mask.
Good one.
All right.
Mask off, you'd be single for life.
All right, man.
Well, we're going to cut Greenback loose. Greenback, thank you for joining us tonight, man.
See you, Green Sack.
All right. Oh, middle finger, real mature.
Look at all these people here to see me while you're in your
Oh, is
bathroom.
that your mom there to pick you up?
Get out of here. Oh, is that Greenback's mother? What's up, Greenback's mom? What's up?
I'll leave that woman
You
alone.
look like a Mustang girl.
These poor people.
Poor lady.
All right, get
I know,
this
just
fool out of here.
some fat guy in a mask coming up, trying to get in their car.
I'll show you, fat. Come on.
All right,
Okay.
good, man. Thanks
Are you
for
gonna
jumping
pan
in
the
pit.
camera down?
Huh?
Are you gonna pan the camera down to show me fat?
You show me your bottom half, and I'll show you my bottom half. Let's go.
All right, we're muting you now for a second. Give me a second. Thanks, Greenback, for jumping in the pit. We're going to get back to
All right.
Thank you for joining us and riling up our guest.
All right. My
As the
pleasure.
debate continues.
So, Nastico.
I'm sorry.
You're back.
You guys gotta,
No, we're back now.
I'm a nice guy. I'm a really nice guy. But sometimes when fools come for me, man, there's something
Well, you
comes
did
out
good.
and I get really fucking nasty. Maybe that's my name, where it come from. I just got this nasty bone, and I just want to slap him with it.
You brought that heat, though, big dog.
What'd you say?
You brought that heat.
I don't know
You
what
did.
that means. That's just me. I blacked out. I don't even remember a single word I said. I know
Hey,
I
real
called
quick.
the green sack.
Real quick, I want to ask you a question back to the interview route. If you could work with one talent right now that you have never worked with, who would it be?
Oh my gosh. Like realistic or like WWE? Or...
No, I want realistic. I want somebody that you could work right now.
Okay. Like I want to manage?
You
Yeah.
tell me.
All right,
Yeah.
listen. I've been scouting. Okay, this guy's gonna turn on this music, and I'm sorry because it's filling up. So I don't want y'all to get blocked or nothing for music. Let me try to
That's
walk
all
away
good.
real quick. Let's see how loud it gets.
We can't hear it, man. We can't hear it.
It's about to
You're
get
good.
loud because he's filling up, and he said I got to turn it on. Anyway, so I've been scouting. I do a lot of scouting in the area. You know, there's a lot of good guys. Obviously, I have a good I manage a good squad right now, and the scene is just getting bigger and bigger, and Texas is huge, and your boy's been here, not just in one place like Green Sack. But like, I don't know. There's this guy named, you might know him, Edgin Stone. If you're watching, Edgin Stone is a beast. Like, the dude is tall. The dude is swole. The dude is got the look. He's got the drive. He's got the intensity. Like, he's got everything the best manager in the world wants. And I've been talking to him. I was at the show last night with him. Me and him sat down. You know, we changed some ideas, and you never know what could happen. You know, I got a new stable of nasty guys forming, and maybe he's the one of them. Who knows?
Very cool.
I got a list. Literally got a list of really good people.
Yeah, no, I really enjoyed your promo challenge. I think that the level of exposure that you've given to a lot of talent has been amazing. That's one thing I want to give you props on. The promo challenges, all the shout outs, everything like that. I don't know that many people are working as hard as you in the Texas scene right now. You're definitely up there, man.
Man, I appreciate it, dude. It's literally just my mindset is I learned from Lou Gotti. Lamont Williams was my trainer, my coach. If you make wrestling revolve around your life, wrestling will never win. Your life will always win. I know life's come first, but I really freaking want this. Like, I really, like, with my whole being, I want to. Fuck, that scared me. Sorry. With everything I got, like, I want to make it. Like, I want to make money doing this. I want to travel the world. I want to do this, right? So you got to switch it. You got to revolve your life around wrestling. I don't know if I said that wrong or not, but like, wrestling's got to be number one. If you ever,
yeah, we get it.
I don't know. I switched jobs to fit my like wrestling schedule. Like, you got to do that stuff. You can't be like, oh, I got to work. Like, well, if you really want to be a wrestler and travel, if you really want to be a manager and travel, you gotta make sacrifices. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get out of wrestling. This is what I feel. You're gonna get out of wrestling what you put in. So I'm putting out a bunch of shit. If I can get back some of that, I'm doing all right. You know, and I'm getting more and more every time. Like this year, I got a lot of bookings, and I debuted yesterday. I'm gonna debut Saturday. Friday, I got a return show. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm just grinding. I'm never gonna stop ever.
Beautiful.
I'm passionate, dude. Like, this is everything for me. I work hard, man. Like, Wednesday,
there's no doubt.
I went to work at 6. I got up at 5 because it's an hour drive. Straight from work, I went to the show. We filmed 4 freaking shows. I got there like at 3 or 4, and I stayed there till like 1 a.m. You know, and I only worked the first show, 5th match, but I was backstage and guerrilla running stuff. I was doing this, I was doing that, going to get the next guys, you know, just doing what you got to do. And I love this shit. And this morning I woke up, did the same thing. I went to work at 6 a.m. I woke up at 5 a.m. I got home yesterday like at 2 or 3. You know, like, you go to sleep for a couple hours, go to work 8 hours, and then now I've been here the whole time since work. So, and I'm gonna do it again. Tomorrow I'm going to work in the morning, and right after work we got a DFW All Pro show, return show, our first show back since COVID. Boom. And then Saturday we're gonna me and Killer K, we're gonna go take that belt from Miranda Gordy, and it's gonna be great.
Nice.
Speaking of DFW, El Rayo wants to know what happened to the DFW cartel versus Lucha Legion.
No clue who Lucha Legion is, so you better step your game up, buddy. If you on the same level as First of all, it's a K. DFW cartel with a K, buddy. Cartel is something different, and I'm not a part of that. Please don't hurt me. It's DFW cartel with a K. See this? Not this. This.
Uh-oh, yeah.
Some dude was sneaking up on me. I had to.
About to get got.
Anyways, buddy, El Rolo. I'll see you soon, buddy. Listen, you and your green sack. I don't know. Does he manage you? Is that your manager, or are you just his biggest fan? Because he can't talk for himself, apparently. Only you, buddy. I only see you tagging me and stuff, and oh, he's way better than you. Please don't say that. El Rayo, I get it. You're Green Sack's biggest fan. And I'll be seeing you soon. El Rayo, I'll be seeing you soon.
Uh-oh. All right. I think it's time for our favorite
promo too.
I think it's time for our favorite spot. It's time for our go home spot, Nastico.
Oh, good. You racked up a big bill. I'm worth a lot of money, and I've been here a lot of minutes. I've been counting down. You've been racking up that bill.
Okay.
So I don't know. You explain it, Nash. You explain it.
Yeah, so we do a go home segment with all our talent that we interview in the pit. It's 20 questions,
Oh shit.
back and forth, and mostly non-wrestling related. We go alternate. Brad starts, and we go back and forth. Try to be quick answers. They're usually like one-word answers or short answers. Are you
Okay,
ready?
let's go.
Chili
Cool.
cheese Fritos or hot Cheetos?
Hot Cheetos.
Winter or summer?
Winner.
What is your favorite radio station?
97.9 The Beat.
Would you rather have to sing every song you heard or dance to every song you heard?
Man, I get tired. Fuck it. Let's sing.
Which shoe do you usually put on first?
Whatever one is closer to me, but if they're both right there, fuck it. The left.
Okay.
Fast car or nice house?
Ooh. Fuck it. Nice house, duh. You got a future. Invest in the future.
Who in AEW do you know for sure you could beat in a foot race?
Oh, fuck, Evil Uno or Luther? Shit, both of those guys.
Most annoying habit someone could have?
Oh man, let's say, right off the bat, it just happened. And there's a lot of people I'm about to hit on the nose with this. And if it's you, fucking, if the shoe fits, wear that thing and don't do it. Listen, say a promotion, random promotion. Let's just say John Doe promotion says we're looking for new talent, this and that, and someone's like, oh, they would never book me. That's their comment on there. Well, not anymore. They're never gonna book you now. Like, if you say they're never gonna book me, oh, not now, not with that attitude, buddy. Like,
There you go.
that drives me insane. They just happened just right before I came up on this thing. That's the only reason why it's fresh.
On a scale of A to F, what grade would you get if you had to take a high school history test right now?
Shit, A being the best.
Yep.
Hey, your boy memorized motherfucking genius. Like, I'm like Rain Man in this bitch. Like, you tell me something and I'll remember it. What's up,
Got
dude?
you.
Give me a little pound right there. Bow.
Blue
Thank
or
you.
red? I think I know the answer to that.
What's that again?
Blue or red?
I mean, but
Yeah.
I mean, I got love for everybody, but let's mix them together. Let's do purple.
How long is the line at a restaurant before you decide you're not going to wait in it?
Oh man, I've been with some girls that are like, well, let's just wait. Let's go get a drink and just wait. I'm like, the next door restaurant is open right now, and I'm gonna get full there too. But so me, not that long. I don't like waiting, but I will if there's a nice lady waiting with me. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Would you rather fight a chihuahua the size of a gorilla or a gorilla the size of a chihuahua?
I'll kick the shit out of a gorilla the size of a chihuahua. I'll fucking field goal Randy Orton style that shit. So
How many
gorilla the
M&Ms?
size of a chihuahua?
How many M&Ms are in a bag?
About 785.
56.
I want that bag. Yeah. Do you put your pants on one leg at a time or both legs at the same time?
If I'm on a bed, then both the legs are going in, and I'm doing like a at the same time. But if they're wrinkled up on the floor and I got to get out of the hotel quick because some girls man's coming, then probably the left and the right. Then I'm leaving halfway button.
Is a hot dog a sandwich or a taco?
Oh, shit.
Love it.
Oh, it's like damn. Well, if I've had hot dogs where you use bread because I get down like that sometimes, so that's a sandwich. But if you got the nice bun with some, it's a little taco. It depends if you're using bread or a bun.
All right.
Straw or no straw?
Man, now coronavirus days, I'm using a straw, but I'm a gulper. I'm a fast drinker, and sometimes you can't get enough with a straw, so I like to drink.
How far would you swim if you won $1 million for reaching a certain distance, but you don't know what that distance is?
Until I die, goddammit.
Okay.
You know what? I believe you. Because
Dude,
you put that work.
If they say swim, and you're gonna get $1 million, but we're never gonna tell you when we're gonna stop. But we will tell you to stop eventually. I'm starting to swim right then and there because the chance of me not getting it is 1,000% if I don't fucking do it. You know what I'm saying?
Good point.
Is the calzone just a folded pizza?
Oh, Dude, the first time I saw those, where was I? It was oh man, what are they called? Is it called a calzone or something else from Pizza Hut? What were those things called?
They had calzone.
I think it's a folded pizza. Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
Like a grilled cheese, but a grilled pizza.
Do you think Taco Bell will ever bring the 7-layer burrito back?
Dude, they messed up. Actually, I'm not even worried about that. I'm worried about that Mexican pizza. They done messed up. That was a staple since my childhood. Many a drunken night.
Double decker taco. That's what they did.
Huh?
I was about to burn those motherfuckers down. They took away double decker tacos.
Oh, dude. Well, you know, your boy's been trying to look better, so I don't really go to Taco Bell. I heard they do some weird things. I've been trying to eat better, live better, you know, so I don't really mess with Taco Bell. So I don't really care. Actually, when I heard it, it was sad because I know I got a lot of, you know, big guy friends, and I felt their sadness, so I was sad. And I don't think they'll ever bring it back. Or maybe they will. It'll be like a seasonal, oh, the McRib is back. Oh, the Mexican pizza's back. They got to make money somehow.
Marketing advice from Nastico in the pit for Taco Bell. All right, and here's our standard number 20 question that we've asked every single guest. Most of them have been wrong, dead wrong. Do pineapples go on pizza?
So you're saying they're dead wrong because it's your opinion?
Because it's my show.
Okay.
And remember, you know, I also have a wrestling company that books managers. So what's your answer?
Let me look at you. Let me look at you. I think, like, everybody says, oh, yeah. And you're like, oh, but that's, like, what you want me to think. I got to think of some reverse psychology here. You look a little freaky. You might like to ask. So, like, fuck, this is hard. Everybody gets it wrong. Probably
you can't guess. Do you think that it goes on pizza?
I'm trying to get it right. The number does. I'm not trying to just say what I'm trying to get it right. I'm a winner.
He's trying to get over. Yeah.
Just don't say the opposite of whatever I say. I'd be sad.
No, people know my answer. They watch the show.
I'm gonna say no. You don't look like a guy that likes pineapple.
Yeah, but that's not how he really feels.
What?
We don't know how you really feel. We want to know how you feel about pineapple.
But did I get the question
That's the right answer. It's the right answer.
Boom.
Unless you ask.
Numero dos. You are now numero tres. I am numero dos. What's up?
What? No, there's already a trace.
Yeah.
I got it right. But do I like it? I like everything, dude. I haven't encountered many things I wouldn't put in my mouth. Oh my god. But Josh, listen. I wouldn't like go out of my way to order it, but like if someone said this is the only shit we got, I'm eating it, bro. I mean, fuck it.
Fair enough.
Man,
I wouldn't order it.
Close. You're so close. So close.
We were so close to being friends.
All right, man. For real, all jokes aside, thank you so much for all the time. Thank you for promoting the show. Our likes jumped up on the page. People are excited for you coming on, so we appreciate that.
No problem, man.
Keep doing what you're doing, man. Proud to know you. Your work, putting in that work. Like, we see you at your show, we're gonna cuss you out and flip you off, but for real, like, keep doing what you're doing, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank y'all, man. Like, I give y'all a lot of crap, but like people like you guys got outlets for us to come in and just talk and share what we're doing. And if we didn't have you guys, then you wouldn't know what we were doing. You know what I'm saying? So like, you said
we're trying.
Me, but no, man. Thank y'all for having stuff like this, talking for what is this hour, 9 minutes out of your day, freaking getting to know me and stuff. Thank you guys.
Appreciate you, man. Be safe.
Always a pleasure.
Thank y'all so much. Yes, sir. I hate you guys. Y'all stank. Take a shower.
and he didn't even let me take him off. He hung up. I didn't even have to take him off. He said all that and hung up.
Man, just so we're clear, I feel like I get the point on that one.
Yeah. He dropped the truth came out.
For those of y'all that are tuning in, you just missed a wild interview. We had old Greenback hopped in here, and him and Nastico went at it for a whole 8 minutes. I want to say thanks to Greenback for popping on the show. I mean, he fucking sucks too, but thanks for coming on the show, Greenback, and giving me something to laugh at for a few minutes. I do want to take a quick second to plug AAPW, though. Next Saturday, October 24th, AAPW is having their big Halloween spectacular. So far, all the matches they've announced are gimmick matches. We got a lot of family that's going there. A couple militia members even. Well, we're all the same down here in Austin. We support everybody down here. So yeah, definitely come check it out. October 24th, come see us at AAPW. We'll be sitting there rooting on El Rayo, Luchador Insane. We'll definitely throw Green back a few fingers. Come drink some beers with us.
Sounds like a party like wrestling should be.
Yeah.
So we love it, man. All right, man. Well, that's another one in the books. We for a short show with missing 3 of our segments.
Yeah.
We got people doing stuff, went long and pretty much flew right on along.
Hey, if you stayed with us, thank you so much.
Appreciate y'all. Let me just bring it to this. Wrong button. Boom. Peace out.
Later.